The film I'm working on now, that I'm directing, we've been using the GyroVu. It started off as a couple of planned shots, and now we've just used it for almost everything. It's turned out to be a really efficient piece of equipment. It doesn't seem to be limited to anything. There was quite a few shots that automatically in my mind called out for either a jib or would call out for a Steadicam. Unfortunately, getting there and trying to work the shots out, realized that they couldn't be done either way. The gimbal in that case saved our lives completely. It also allowed us to do things that a Steadicam could not do, which is like go from head level all the way to the very ground.
We were trying to figure out how to do that nicely. You want it to be cinematic, you want that motion control, and the gimbal was really the only option. It's kind of more difficult than it seems with this huge jib arm to get that kind of a dropping shot that ends so low. I was holding the GyroVu up, and on action I just dropped it down, and that was it. It was so easy.
And it was like, wow, we've only got minutes to get that, and it seems very complicated, but in these cases, Daniel, the DP, was able to just grab the camera and just, with the GyroVu, and just run in and get these great moving, pushing shots that we would have had to have used a dolly any other way, or a Steadicam, and we wouldn't have had the time to set all those up.
So much work is often put into designing a set, creating a feel that really helps tell a story. And sometimes camera department and the art department sometimes clash simply because so much of the hard work that the art department does isn't seen and that fuller story isn't being able to be told. One of the most interesting things about the GyroVu is that it allows for a lot of flexibility to explore the whole space in ways that a locked camera or a camera on tracks or even a Steadicam wouldn't be able to explore in the same way.
Chris wanted to kind of have like a kind of a push-in shot through the lights from a very high angle. We had 5 hours to get all our shots in that set. There was no way we could have set up a jib arm in time to get that shot. And why? So all we did is we grabbed the GyroVu and a ladder, and I just went up there and I held, okay, it's got a little heavy, but I held it out straight and I just lowered the camera like that, the GyroVu, and it just gave me this beautiful slow push-in from a high angle that just looks like it's off of a crane.
It is a godsend to timing, especially if you're trying to get things quickly and you don't have time to set up any other way.
I don't see why you would use any gear. This is so weird, but I don't see why you would use any gear other than the GyroVu for any of your shots. It's not necessary. You don't need to lay down tracks. You don't need to set up that jib. You don't need the Steadicam operator. You don't need to pay someone $1,200 a day to come out and get one shot. You can do virtually every shot with this thing.
The GyroVu is a necessary tool I would insist upon being in my arsenal, and I won't shoot without it.
Thank you, Nathan. This thing is awesome.